Now, my understanding is that the film was a short story that you wrote, and then you undertook the challenge of translating that to a screenplay. Talk to us about that.
Well, one of the biggest challenges that any writer has taking a piece of fiction and making it into a screenplay is that you have to take a lot of what's internal and make it external. You have to make it visual. So there's a little bit of a challenge with that because a lot of literary fiction, which is my training, happens inside the mind. So we did a lot of work together, writing scenes that we could show what was going on inside a character's mind, as well as give you something visually to look at.
Had you had experience making that translation previously, or was that especially challenging, or fun, or both?
It's challenging and fun, and it'll make you want to pull your hair out sometimes.
I can imagine.
So I do a little bit of that in my work. I'm an advertising copywriter, so I'll write a bunch of scripts at times, and it's a similar challenge. You know, if you're going to film something, it needs to be visual. So I'd had a little bit of training with that, but this is a completely different thing. You know, it's more about art, it's more about entertainment, so you have a little more liberty, you can have more fun with it.
Certainly. Whose idea was it to bring it from a page to video?
That would have been Jake. He reads most of my short stories, and this one he particularly liked, and he's like, let's make this. And I was like, okay, we'll do that.
What was the time frame from bringing your story into a screenplay and then putting elements together to shoot your film? He mentioned to us earlier that you shot the film in Oregon, even though the two of you reside in New York now.
Right.
What was that like?
So we did pre-production for about, 3 to 6 months, waiting kind of for the weather to change and to make the script perfect. And then I actually didn't go for the shoot. Jake went out and shot it in Oregon, and it was a really smooth process. He had a good time out there. I was jealous because Oregon is just a beautiful place to visit, especially from getting a hiatus from New York City. But yeah.
That demonstrates a lot of trust. You put your entire writing, your project, in his hands to go across the country and bring it to life. Are you happy with the finished final product?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's amazing. It's kind of a gift as a writer to see these things that you kind of envision on the big screen, you know, and have people playing your characters. Like it's amazing.
Thank you so much for being here.